What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Winter is here, but it's not a Game of Thrones unboxing. It is a Marvel Diamond Select series unboxing. If you haven't seen the other unboxings we've done the Iron Studios Black Panther, and we also have done the Diamond Select Batman from The Dark Knight Rises. And this is going to be another Diamond Select. I'm kind of switching off, going... Oh, and then we did Thor by Artifacts / Kotobukiya. Did that. Switching off kind of like higher end statues and then the lower end like Diamond Select price ranges and then going higher up. So this is the next one. We're going to start getting into 1/6 scale figures after this unboxing. But without further ado, this thing is huge. Like, look at the little table here. And then look at how big this thing is. This is crazy. I thought the Batman The Dark Knight was big. And we'll compare how they look actually outside of the box, but it thing is huge. All right, there's not much to unbox, so I'm not gonna go in depth to show you. Like, I'm just gonna open it right here. But this thing is huge. Like, it's insane. I've had it displayed for a couple of months since I've had it, and I got a great deal. I think I got it for like exactly $40 and on eBay, and it was off a Goodwill in another state. So check out, just search like, oh, I think it was like Seattle Goodwill on eBay. Search that, or like search your local towns. You never know. You never know what you're gonna find. All right. So it comes in this little, plastic little sleeves, I guess you can call them, and then you have your statue there, and then you do have the weapons in the back right there. So you have an axe, and then you have his little hammer. I do wish that they would have been a little bit more. I mean, they're really hollow. You can hear it, but I mean, it's not bad. It does decrease the weight. Diamond Select. This is a little bit heavier than the other ones because it's so huge, but hollow bottom, as you can see there. And we're gonna take up some closer up shots real quick, but just to show you guys the actual statue. Really, the only information and artwork that's different is this one side, and it has Gladiator Hulk with his image there, as you can see, and he has a little description right there. Other than that, it's pretty much the basic same Windows design. So you have Thor Ragnarok, and then you have the Thor and the Hulk, which is really unfortunate that I wanted them to do, is to make this Thor, this Gladiator Thor from Diamond Select, but they never did, which is really unfortunate. Alright, and so there he is right there. You can see how big he is. It's so cool. Real quick, we're going to put in the weapons into his hands. Now, this is all plastic. His hands are all plastic, but as you can kind of see that their hands are pretty open, and you don't really have to use much force to get him in. Just kind of use the angle of the weapon, and it goes in pretty easily. You're not going to break it or anything. There's really no worry of that. Just kind of finesse it. Obviously, don't force it to the point, and that's when you would actually break it, but it's a pretty strong plastic. The upper hand is a little bit harder, as you can see. There we go. Once you get it in there. They are kind of loose, so just be aware of that as well. But there you have it. It fits pretty easily like that. You can see the axe. I love how this thing looks. There is some discrepancies in the paint, and there's some discoloration. I compared it to the actual Hulk from the movie. Things like his little his shoulder piece right here. It's a different color in the film than it is here. Another thing is this blue is very like a royal blue here, where in the film it's not that bright. There is, let me see if I can find it, there is some paint. I mean, for a $40 statue or $50 when it was MSRP, it's really great. There's some, on mine specifically, as you can kind of see it there, there's some green blending in with the, on top of the brown where the, his boots and his sandals would actually be. So, I mean, that's just a small gripe, but you don't really, not going to be looking at his feet, I guess. You're going to be looking at him as an entirety. And then before we get into the the detailing, I'm gonna do a whole pan over and just going really in depth like I have been with these unboxings. I want to first show the size comparison with the other figures. Alrighty, so we have the Diamond Select Spider-Man. This is from the 90s version of the Spider-Man, and Diamond Select says that the Hulk, that they're all the same scale. So really, if you were to, of course, bend his legs down, make him standing up, he'd probably be, and then of course Hulk's not standing up all the way as well. He's not standing up straight. He's leaned over, but it probably, I feel like Spider-Man's a little bit too big for scale, but just statue-wise, you can kind of see the difference in the sizing. The thing is massive. Really, on video, it does not convey how massive this thing is. It's just like, you can kind of see that's how big it is. It's like as big as, they have it down to like, let's see, belly button, almost to my chin. So that's pretty big, and I'm 6 foot. So it's pretty big. Other one I want to compare it to is the Diamond Select Batman from the Dark Knight. So this one is a big the big statue that I was not expecting how big this was, and so you can kind of see right there. He's almost the size of Hulk, but of course Hulk is not standing up straight. But just to give you a size comparison, this thing is pretty massive. He's wide, he's thick with 2 C's, so this thing is awesome. I really think that my favorite part about this statue is it's just so massive, and I mean I have 2 different Thor statues. I have Batman statues out the wazoo. I have Black Panther statue. I got a bunch of Star Wars stuff. I got a bunch of Lord of the Rings stuff, a bunch of Marvel stuff, but a bunch of Captain America stuff, a couple Iron Man stuff. But the one guy I didn't really have was Hulk. Like I barely just got my first pop of Hulk, like back in March or something like that. And so I had to get a statue of Hulk, and this thing is just so cool. It's so massive, and it was only 40 bucks. I think, like I said, the sale price is 50 bucks, and I haven't found it any more expensive than that. It's usually cheaper than 50. And this thing is so cool. The detailing is great. Diamond Select continues to do a great job. From far away, you can't even tell that it is, like a resin, light plastic statue. Everybody who sees this thing, they're like, "Oh, that's massive," and I'm like, "Oh yeah," like that must have cost you like $100 or something or more. I'm like, "No, it's like 40 bucks." And like, "Wow, that's ridiculous!" And they lift it up and they're like, "Wow!" Like it's definitely a lot heftier than the Batman one that I showed you guys, or the Spider-Man that I showed you as well. But I mean, it's a lot lighter than you think. I think the Black Panther one, because Iron Studios, that one's probably almost the same weight, if not a little bit heavier. But man, this thing is just, for the money, it's so cool. I just wish that they would do the Gladiator Thor to go along with it, to pair perfectly with it, because that'd be so cool just to have him right here. There are companies who make that Thor, but they're way expensive, and it's not to scale with this one, because they make a Hulk as well, but that Hulk is like all the way up here. So the Thor would probably be his size, which would be weird. Because the only other Thors that Diamond Select makes, I think, is the beginning of Thor Ragnarok one, when he still has his hair and he has Mjolnir. And then they make an Infinity War one and an Endgame one. The Infinity War one is awesome though, because he has Stormbreaker and he's like calling lightning and there's like lightning all over him. That one's really cool. I do want to get that one. But again, I think it's not to scale. I think he's the same height as this Hulk. But I just won't put them next to each other probably. But yeah guys, let me know what you guys think about this Hulk if you have it, if you're thinking about purchasing it. Let me know if you guys have any other Diamond Select statues, or what statues you do collect, or anything that you collect. So you can see behind me here I have some Pops. I have a Power Rangers helmet right there. It's actually to scale. It looks small in the shot. I just got into 6 scale figures, so I have a couple of those. Oh, I just got my 4th one yesterday, so I haven't done any videos on those yet. I'm going to start doing them. I have Star Wars and Lord of the Rings ones, and I have another one pre-ordered on the way, so stay tuned for those as well. And let me know if you guys want to see any other content. I am still uploading Call of Duty content like Modern Warfare, trying to get some Cold War stuff in. It just hasn't been too exciting, but in I think a week's time we do get the Season 1 Battle Pass or whatever they're calling it, so we'll see, get some cool content then. But that's about it. Again, let me know if you guys like this video in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. See you later.